Est-ce que il y a place pour le volume? Il y a place pour le piste. Le piste, don't mind.
This one is not
Wallah is good. I mean,
Man,
how's it?
How are you, man?
You okay now?
Yeah, man.
Oh, alhamdulillah. Allah give you sifa.
Barely. How you doing, man? How was it? MashaAllah.
Mara. Dulu ni sono hala wala ka dulu ma jam pa bi sa wala. Ha? Dulu ni sono. Okay na. Ka dulu ni sa ko. Ma jam so nan da ko da nan da kita ti. Eta ba su. Ko. Iko mo ni da su. Bi se ga bo ni na ni pe o te na ni pe. Oye, o bobo ga su bo esa. Hello. Walaikum salam. Why me do? Mimi jawab hal se ni bande. Amon. Ai. Nam se to ara. On food yobate. Lando Baba. Lando Baba ko joli. Alright. Ah. Waalaikum salam. Chana. Dr.Sallau if it's true like this, let me get somebody and
Okay, you have somebody?
no, I don't have anybody.
Listen. Somebody can call local for now. C'est des groupes qui nous font enquête. C'est là que le Come on, mãe. Ele está muito com what must he not say here. Can we be selling them? They want that you sell man on metal. it's okay.
Okay.
Grace. Agua. Peut-être c'est un peu mélangé là.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد يقول الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وقال مصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته أو كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم نسأل الله يجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. My respected elders, brothers and sisters, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this day and we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything. We don't need much to know that the world has changed, because it's obvious. There was a time, if they would tell you, a time will come when you have to wear mask to come to the masjid, you say that's unthinkable. And you know all groceries, there's a warning. They don't allow you to enter with mask, right? When you're about to enter groceries, they say hoodies and masks are not allowed. And today is just the opposite. Without a mask, you're not allowed into groceries. You're not allowed into stores. But in all aspects of Muslim life is just the same thing. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this test. At least it will just push us to think a little bit further or a little bit differently. You know, we've been repeating the same thing about our children. Let's invest our children so that they take you to the next level. But you know, we kind of like relax because you know, the world will just keep on going on, you know, the way we want it, and we think we have time. There is an old saying: you think you have time, You don't. But now the time has come that all that we've taken for granted has changed. And believe me, the world will never be the same again. Even if they say take your mask, mashallah, there's no more COVID, take up, the world will never be the same again. Some things have changed forever. In fact, our children, the same children that we're talking about, their psychological health, their mental hygiene has been affected forever. You keep a kid, in an apartment, in an enclosed environment for 2-3 months, it's going to have a lasting impact on you. But the good news is at least, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the chance to be alive. Maybe, certain things will do better. You all know what is going on around the world. And things have come to the opposite, to the extent that what we used to think are the norm are no more the norm. We used to show appreciation, love to our elders, by going to them and hugging them. Now they say to show them love, you have to stay away from them. Subhanallah. When you are sick, you go to the hospital. That's what hospital is for. But now they say if you are sick, stay home. And sometimes, subhanAllah, in order to see a doctor, someone said she went to see her doctor and they kind of like peeping in the window. The patients are now so scary that even doctors are running away from them. So what lesson are we learning from this? So let us repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's extremely important. And we've come to know, unity. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, wa'tasimu bihablillahi jami'an wa la tafarraqu." We all know this we know about this ayah. But maybe COVID has given us a twist, a different angle to this ayah. Some people died not out of COVID-19, but out of isolation. Because we need each other. And so time has come for us to go beyond, these artificial barriers that we have among ourselves. I'm from here, I'm from there, and you are this, and you belong to this tribe, and you are this. No. COVID doesn't actually differentiate. It just kills. And so we need each other. And we've seen how people have put others' life before theirs. They sacrifice their lives. Some actually travel from other states to come here, knowing very well they could either do it or not. They're ready to sacrifice for others. There was one paramedic from Colorado, I think, who came to help. He came to our city to help us. And he died right here. So in essence, he gave his life for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not ask much. And in Islam now, alhamdulillah, you don't have to give your life for everything. Just do basics, the basics. And we take things for granted, and we're lagging behind, and we're doing this. Maybe time has come for us to unite. Because it's hypocritical to condemn what happened to George Floyd and then turn around and discriminate against a brother. That's hypocrisy. And so with all what is going on, what's going on around the world, we should know that time has come for us to actually unite, to see what is our common goal? What can we do together? How can we make the world better? What are we going to do if others will come all the way to sacrifice their life for us? What are we going to sacrifice for our children to move the legacy forward? Because now it's a matter of life and death. And what is it about? It's all about COVID-19. And this brings us to the question. What is this coronavirus to begin with? A virus that has taunted the world, brought the world to its knees. Virus so tiny that you can't even use ordinary microscope to see. That's how tiny it is. And how come that it kills some people fast and others will just brush it off? What I mean by it, they brush it off, they get COVID, they get infected with COVID, and they don't even know they have it. And they build antibody. They build defense against it. Some will just have, minor fever and that's it. They won't even know it. Others will just crumble and within short time they die. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ba'da a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum washkuru lillahi in kuntum iyyahu ta'budun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala links eating right with appreciation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All you who believe. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, eat that which is healthy, that which is nutritious, according to the tafsir of Ibn Kathir. That which is nutritious, that which is beneficial to the body. And be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if He is the one you indeed worship. And that has been the borderline. The food that we eat. Because the food that we eat actually determines how healthy our immune system is. The food that we eat actually determines sometimes our behavior. SubhanAllah, Ibn Qayyim did mention about meat. Someone with quick temper and someone who is kind of like, that all patient person. If they eat meat, they say meat, two people, it has two different effects on them. And because our immune system is so weak, especially when we have an underlying condition or comorbidity, what happens? COVID gets in, it takes advantage of the weak immune system and it kills it. And all this is in line with the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so, my respected elders, brothers and sisters, we're not going to dwell too much on anything, but let us see how, inshallah, with dua, we're going to actually survive this pandemic. And we can do it, inshallah, by going back to prophetic medicine. Studies have shown that most of those crumbled, dying or suffering that much of COVID are deficient in vitamin D. And when I say vitamin D, you have to know I'm not talking of the synthesized vitamin D, which is vitamin D2. Naturally, vitamin D is vitamin D3, the number 3, not 2. Black seed, which the Prophet ﷺ praised has now been found to contain compounds that actually act as bronchodilators. In other words, it opens up the pipes to allow you to breathe. It is this difficulty in breathing that you hear about ventilators, because that's what they do. They are machines that help you to breathe. And not only that, they boost your immune system. Fiber. Allicin. If you're wondering what are all these, quercetin. In fact, it's very difficult for any virus to thrive in a body that is saturated with quercetin and zinc. And where do you get all these fancy names from? This is in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 168. This is your homework. Look at the list of the foods. These are the foods that we're supposed to add, to our diet to actually boost our immune system. Time has come. Mostly I warn about sugar, and even people make fun of me. Time has come for us to tell sugar. If you cannot say goodbye to sugar, at least tell sugar to wait for now, because it's one of the most foods or substances that your immune system hates, because they depress your immune system. And in as much as we are indoors, we should remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not create us to be stationary. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها. And even on Fridays, فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله. In Surah Kahf, even Ashab al-Kahf, at the time when they slept for more than 300 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَنُقَلِّبُهُمْ ذَاتِ الْيَمِينِ وَذَاتِ الشِّمَالِ. All these combined tells you that sedentary life is not Islamic. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ was reported to have actually asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect him from what? Laziness. And so what do? If you cannot go out, even within your apartment, as you are reciting your Quran, as you are doing your azkar, keep on moving. I don't know if I'm allowed to make some moves here, but there are certain simple moves that you can do to actually help the blood moving. Because with the blood moving, it makes it easy for the immune system to do their job. And then also comes our thinking. Ana inda dhanni abdi bi. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reported in the Hadith Qudsi. I am to my servant what he thinks of me. So we should think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala positively and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, assuring ourselves that inshallah things are going to be better. And as we all know, if you are a New Yorker, we went through the peak, and there was a time that anytime you go to anywhere from New York, they tell you you are a suspect, 2 weeks quarantine. And that's just the opposite. Now we tell people when they come here, they have to quarantine. And if you look even across America, we are among the few states that are now doing better. It's not like we're the best, but at least we are among the states that have passed that peak. So that tells you that إِنَّمَا الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. So with this, I tell my respected elders, brothers and sisters, do not give hope, do not give up. Have hope. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to ease this affairs. Let us unite. Let us eat right. And let us think right. Let us give some time to our children. Children are they don't know what is going on, actually. They know that there's something called COVID and they've been kept home, but they don't really understand what is going on. And kids, because they are, they always have this energy to burn, they need attention. That's why if you see them fighting among themselves. It's nothing. It's just, instead of sitting down boring, it's not like you and I, sitting, how do I get my family to survive? How do I send some money to my mom? What about the job? Am I going to get? They don't think like that. For them, it's eat, play, and sleep. And so as long as they, you confine them, they're going to be causing trouble. This is why we need to give them some time. We need to give them some attention. Let us take advantage of this enclosure to actually teach them more. Because now, even I don't know here how you do your most massages that I know, the classes are now on Zoom online. So we let them go through that. Right after that, don't leave them with computer that much, and that's also not good. You don't leave them with, and especially when they get from the age 7, 8, 9, 10. We have this laptop. It's called laptop, but never let them put it on their lap. With you as an elderly person, that is even worse. With you as an elderly, that is completely forbidden, so to speak. Because it doesn't help you at all. And so as we try to balance between, using electronics to teach our children and its danger, let us also give them personal time. Sit with them, talk with them, play with them, ask them to tell us stories, because kids want attention. Sometimes they feel good if they know that you as an elderly person, you listening to them. They can create stories for hours. They love that. And so we have to keep their mind healthy. One of the ways is to actually give them attention. Our wives, maybe sometimes you see changes in their behavior. Maybe they quickly get angry and this, and they are next in line. Give them some time, give them some sweet talks. Tell them what they want to hear and be patient. Because when they are frustrated, it affects their hormones. When it affects their hormones, it affects the way they behave. So please, we should also be patient with them. Washing hands. Please, when it comes to washing hands, let us wash our hands properly. When they say wash hands 20 seconds, some people mistakenly wash their hands like this, count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not how seconds work. If you want to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then count up to 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you get a 20. Please don't say, oh, I've been doing this. Let us take precautions. All these precautions are on our side. But the real protection is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But for everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us to hold on to what? The sabbath. And then we depend on Him. And so while we know, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the protector, that doesn't negate the fact that we should take precautions. And when we wash hands, we shouldn't also forget our nails. And that's why it's good to wash your hands like this, like this. You begin like this. You wash here, here. You wash here, like this. You wash here. You see here. You wash in. Then you wash your hands. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, up to 40. It's extremely important. With the mask, that is the law. But sometimes I see something very strange. A person driving alone or with his family, and then he still has mask on. That is something you should also consider, because you don't wherever you have the chance, you are home, you are in your car with your family, maybe sometimes traveling, you don't need to be breathing back what you're taking. This is a must, that's why you're putting it on. If not, it's not healthy to be breathing back carbon dioxide. It's not. But since this is the law, we have to respect the law. But where you have the chance, let's say you are in your car driving, sometimes with your family, sometimes even on a highway, traveling, and everybody's wearing masks, I mean, it's something that you should consider. In some cases, actually, it could be dangerous. Because if it gets a point where you become hypoxic, you have low oxygen, you could pass out. And so this is also something that we should consider. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease our friend. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. رَبَّنَا ظَلَمْنَا أَنفُسَنَا وَإِن لَّمْ تَغْفِرْ لَنَا وَتَرْحَمْنَا لَنَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله ثم الحمد لله قائل الحمد لله الذي له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وله الحمد في الآخرة وهو الحكيم الخبير وصلى الله وسلم على رسول الله وعلى آله الأطهار وصحبه الأبرار. In closing, my respected elders, brothers and sisters, in trying to survive COVID, I did mention that we need to delve into prophetic medicine. And when I say quercetin actually is packed in onions. If your doctor approves, you can get them in as a supplement. If you're going for vitamin D, go for vitamin D3. There is turmeric. Black seed, what is the oil or the powder, will do a great job. SubhanAllah, if you have to go through some studies about, some trials with Quran, black seed, you'll be amazed. The effects on a human body, and guess what? The effect on plants, even plants, responds positively, subhanAllah. And even though it has not been found out, turmeric has about 800 different things that it does to the body. I think that's a lot. You know turmeric, right? Turmeric. Turmeric. Cinnamon. Quercetin, I don't know if you're familiar with quercetin, but subhanAllah, it's extremely important. Astragalus. Astragalus. Echinacea and golden seed. Echinacea is ECHINACEA. Golden seed is just like golden and seed, as in SEAL. Sometimes the combo. This is what they call the natural antibiotic. And sometimes powdered green tea and ginger, or powdered green tea and turmeric. That's also a very powerful combination. And subhanAllah, you don't do this and then betray it, by taking junk foods. It's time, to tell fried foods, too much meat, sedentary life sitting at one place, sugary foods, regardless, packaged foods. Sometimes when you're very hungry and you come home and there's nothing, maybe fine. But please don't steal your children's cereal. You're too old for that. Children can bend anything. At this age, we need to, the children's immune system works different from us. And that's why you see most people dying beyond the age of 71. And they have the underlying, maybe they have COPD, emphysema, maybe cancer, maybe they have diabetes. Rarely do you hear from, even if you hear a child died of COVID, just check. The child has another disease. if not, doesn't kill children. Their immune system is strong. And so don't see because they just munching on cereal, you go and steal their cereal. I know you bought it for them. It's time for you to actually, if you are used to it, please to stay away for now. I'm not saying it's haram, but the food that you're eating, the food should be halal and it should be nutritious. I'm not saying it's haram. I'm not saying sugar is haram. And I know sometimes we have this confusion that, but my doctor says, I need sugar. What type of sugar? You need sugar, natural sugar, like honey, like sweetness in apple, dates, banana. You didn't put those there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did. Those sugar, those sweetness is what your body needs, not this white thing, or even the brown thing. Sometimes we get, this illusion that, I don't use white sugar, it's brown sugar. My brother, they all sour. You have to put them aside, let us eat right, think right, give time for our children and be nice to our wives, make dua, and inshallah things will be okay. Inshallah. Because with dua, thinking right, and that hope, and boosting our immune system, inshallah we're going to survive COVID-19. And where possible, maybe at home or where possible, you have to reconsider whether you need a mask or not. We Muslims, we have to respect the law, but where you have the chance not to, then you don't need it. Like sometimes, alhamdulillah, close to my place, we have a very big park. Sometimes, after Zohar, around that time, you don't see people. And so if I'm walking, exercising alone, with nobody in front of me, I don't see why I should be exercising and then, inhaling back what my body is trying to bring out. Then I don't need it. But when we are in closure, this is the law. So let us do that, and inshallah everything will be all right. Finally, let us repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah. This is a lesson, and let us please take the lesson. Nothing comes just like that. This pandemic is a lesson. It's a wake-up call. We shouldn't live like things are normal. Let us do more azkar, read more Quran. SubhanAllah, someone gave me a simple formula. He said, did you know that if you recite only 4 pages after every salat, whether you want to recite it before or after, or 2 before or after, only 4 pages every month, you complete Quran. Every month. Instead of us waiting for every Ramadan, now we don't do much. So after every salat or before every salat, or divided 2 pages or 2 pages, we get closer more to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then make dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease our face. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Those who have passed away, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive them. May we also die in the state of Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite us. Our children, may they be far better than us. Our wives, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them. Those who have lost their jobs, whatever you're doing to survive, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease your affairs. Those who have their jobs going, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in it. Whatever is coming to us that is more than us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we've seen so much. And if you have to hold us for what we did, wallahi, nobody will actually survive. But we're asking you, since you assured us that your rahmah supersedes your anger. So out of this rahmah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're asking you to protect us. We're asking you to save the world. We're asking you to ease our friends. And we're asking you to unite us. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمني يرحمكم الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن الله عنده علم الساعة وينزل الغيث ويعلم ما في الأرحام وما تدري نفس ماذا تكسب غدا وما تدري نفس بأي أرض تموت إن الله عليم خبير. الله الله لمن حمده. الله 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 أكبر. الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Please, I forgot one key information. If you are traveling and it's not with your family, let's say it's public transportation, please, before you leave home, have coconut oil. Dip coconut oil and put it in your nose. Some you can actually drink to wet your throat with coconut oil. It's extremely important. Inshallah. Yeah, coconut oil, just coconut oil. If you can find organic coconut oil, that would be better. Black seed oil is too strong. Not everybody can do that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. MashaAllah. Also, don't forget your masjid. As you know, the masjid have a 3-month back date. So please, we help you and me. The masjid depend on us. So let's try to finish the bill, inshallah. Don't forget your masjid. Every masjid, inshallah, will help you. The masjid, as I said, I can repeat it again. We have like a 3-month date. The masjid doesn't pay. So it's you and me to give a hand together.
They have food. Anybody want to eat some food? We have food.
Inshallah. So please, don't forget to masjid, brothers and sisters. Also, we have your food. So if you have a chance after your 2 workers, you can stay and join with us. Food for everyone, inshallah. Please, brothers and sisters.
Move your feet a little. No food here. Today food over here. You want to go? Yes, I say no food. Today food now, you know. Too much, too much. How do you know?